Hi everyone, this is Nicolette. I wanted to answer this question that I got earlier. I am part of a Monday morning networking group here in Texas, one of the best networking groups I can be a part of. Giving shout out to my PBB group out there, and it was kind of a round table discussion about, okay, do you want to find out about someone else's business? That's part of the networking group. We had some people that were supposed to be guest speakers on that day but weren't able to make it. Things happen, especially when it comes down to summer break and summer vacation. Things happen. So they just went around the room and people had an opportunity to ask one another a question that they had about their business. And the question that I received was, what makes me different? What makes you different when it comes down to an actual being a resume writer? And without hesitation, I said personalization. One of the other questions that he had was because he would get a person to look at his resume. One would tell him to take something out of his resume. Then he would go to another person and they would tell him to add it back. So at that point, of course, the poor guy was confused about what should he put in his resume. I just don't go and tell you exactly what to put in your resume. I personalize each resume package according to the actual person. And the way I do that, I personalize it, and I'm not a dictator. I call, I do a consultation, and I also ask you to send me any documents that you would like to be considered as part of your actual resume. I even had another customer said that he went to one resume writing company and a gentleman, small business owner, wanted to send him a whole bunch of documents to fill out questionnaires so he can craft a resume. To me, that's too passive. I don't want to give you an actual questionnaire to fill out. That doesn't work for me. For one thing, I'm not going to have the time to read it. And another thing, I like to get the feel for the person. So I actually call the person and actually do an interview. So I will call you, do a consultation, do an interview, and ask lots of questions about your skills and abilities, about the jobs that you've had, even the job that you have right now. And when I'm doing that, I'm getting all the information out of that person in order to craft the resume. Thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate it. So I want to make sure that you all know what's going on. And when I'm crafting your actual resume, I'm continuously being in contact with you. I get permission if you like me to text you. So I will definitely send a text if I have questions, or I'll call you back. And then by me partnering with you, I'm just not dictating to you what should go into a resume. I'm actually partnering with you to create the best reflection of who you are and what you actually bring to the table. Oh, hey, Renee, are you asking me some of the information? Yeah, I got to exactly. I thank you so much, Marissa. I definitely try to get to know the person and bring that personal touch to it. And like I said, one of my clients said he hated having to fill out all those questionnaires, and he was so impressed that I did not have him fill out one questionnaire. He said, "Oh my gosh, I really like the fact that you're actually talking to me and asking me these questions. I don't like filling out questionnaires. I don't have time to fill out a questionnaire." And this gentleman is a construction executive. So he don't have that kind of time. So therefore, I'm talking to him. As I'm talking, you can hear me in the background typing up everything you say. After you tell me all of the information, I pull that information together and craft an actual resume from that. So personalization is number one, and I don't dictate. I'm not a dictator. I will not dictate to you what should go into an actual resume. I make suggestions based on the information that you give me. Once I send you your rough draft, I ask, of course, after typing out a lot of other stuff for a long time, I ask that you go ahead and give me some, additional tips that you like to actually be a part of that. So when you're actually being a part of the process, it makes you own that resume. And then once I get it all together and I package it up with a wonderful complimentary cover letter that goes along with the package, you can have an opportunity to see, wow, I can't believe you got that much information out of me. Like, yeah, I know how to get it out of you as part of your survey profile. Yes. And that's another thing. Thank you, Renee. Another thing that I do, I not only write the resume and the cover letter, I offer interview prep coaching. So why would I just send you out the door with just a resume and a cover letter and say, good luck? I am a full service resume writer, expert resume writer, interview prep coach, as well as a career development strategist. And what I've added to my repertoire is, if you go out to my website, www.irockresumes.com, resumes with an S. Some people forget to put the S on there. irockresumes with an S.com. You'll see that I've evolved to Academy of Professional Development, because in my heart and soul, it's just not about the resume, the cover letter to land the interview prep to help you land the job. I also want to make sure that you keep that job. And so I can give you career coaching, how to land those wonderful projects on the job, how to get noticed in your field, how to become really solid in the job that you're doing so you can have opportunities for growth, whether that be opportunities, being project coordinators, or being seen as a brand, because you are your own brand when it comes down to being in that workplace. So I carry you from resume all the way through retirement. So that's what really makes me different. I rock resumes, and Nicolette Barrett, that's what I do. I put my heart into it. I put my soul into it. And I love getting that wow factor that people cannot believe that this is actually them on paper. And when I get that wow factor, it just blesses my heart, because again, I work from a service perspective. I'm not just cranking out resumes just for a buck. I'm not a resume writing mill. I work from my heart, and I make sure that you are represented in the best manner possible. You know why? Because when you look good, guess what? I look good as well. And of course, my business has grown so much just from word of mouth, because people show and they show again and they show again the results of the resume. And then I get lots of testimonials out on my Facebook page. I'm at Facebook as well. I Rock Resumes with a capital I, because Facebook wouldn't let me have a small I. I Rock Resumes on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter at I Rock Resumes. And now I'm on Periscope. Of course, you're on Periscope too. And I'm on Instagram as well. And also Pinterest, all I Rock Resumes. So that question was a very good question. It really made me think, and I wanted to go even further with that, you know, to get that explanation. If you go out there, I'm going to have a little post out there with Tumblr. I don't know if any of you all blog on Tumblr, but I'm on Tumblr as well, and my blog feeds actually into my website. So you can go to either Tumblr, I Rock Resumes, or if you go to my website, you can click on the blog, and then you can actually see the actual blog. So I'm going to finish that up in a little bit and put that out there. But it really kind of was a really good question. And then he was satisfied with my answer. He said, oh, okay. And I was glad about that. But people really want to know what makes you different. And you having to differentiate yourself from different companies that are out there. And I pride myself on the personalization. Hi, sorry guys. My daughter was calling me on FaceTime at the time I was wrapping up the actual call. So I do apologize. So this is a continuation what I was talking about a little bit earlier. So the last broadcast that I just did was about what makes me a different resume writer. And as I was wrapping that up, I was just basically letting you guys know, when it comes down to resume writing, I put my heart into it. I offer personalization as well as a partnership. And that's what really differentiates me from the next resume writer. So I just wanted to give you all that closing. Please look at the replay of the broadcast that I did finish. But again, my daughter was calling me on FaceTime as I was wrapping up the actual broadcast. But that was a very good question I got today in my networking group. And I just wanted to make sure that I can get that answer out there and do a quick broadcast to let you guys know. I thank you guys for joining. Look at the rebroadcast, and thank you for the hearts and the love as well. But I'll be back soon. I'll tell you guys a little bit more. Join me on any of my social media networks, Facebook, I Rock Resumes with the capital I and R. And also Twitter, I Rock Resumes, Pinterest, I Rock Resumes. Oh gosh, what else am I on? Tumblr, I Rock Resumes. And because I'm going to do a blog on this as well. And as well, what else I do? Facebook, all the social media. I think I'm on every social media that's out there. Oh, Instagram. So follow me. Thank you all so much and have a great day. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great one. Bye.